Hello, it's Mr. Bromfield here again. I'm glad that you're back here with me. We're carrying on learning about duration. And what we're going to do today is look at how different durations can be written down into patterns, into musical patterns. There's just one little thing that I want you to be aware of. Remember our note, the quaver. It looked like that. When you have two quavers written side by side and they are within the same beat, you join them together. You don't leave them with their tails hanging down like that. You beam them across. And when you draw a line which connects two notes together, that's called a beam. So in today's lesson, we're going to see two quavers written side by side like that are beamed together. They're still worth half a beat each. When you write music down, every so often you get a line like that, and that's got a very special name. That line is called a bar line, and sometimes you will see two lines close together like that, and that's called a double bar line. When you see a double bar line, it means that you've come to the end of your piece. Also in music, you'll see two numbers that come at the very start. Those two numbers are not a fraction. A fraction looks like this. There's that line in between. When you write a time signature, you don't put a line in between the numbers. That time signature is just called 2/4. Now, in a time signature, the top number is telling you something and the bottom number is telling you something. And those two numbers help you to say a sentence about the time signature. So, here's 2/4. And we're going to write a sentence about 2/4, about what it means. The top number is going to make the first word. The bottom number is going to make the second word of the sentence. And then we just carry on the sentence with these words. Beats in a bar. The top number is just whatever number it says, that's the word. So 2, dead easy, you just write the word 2 in. But the bottom number is like a code. When you see 4, it means crotchet. In a time signature, a 4 stands for crotchet. So you just pop in here that word, crotchet. And you will have your sentence, which here is 2/4 means 2 crotchet beats in a bar. Let's do it for the other time signatures. We only need to know about 2/4, 3/4 and 4/4. There are other time signatures, but I don't want you to worry about them just for now. Let's concentrate on 2, 3 and 4/4. So, the 3 just starts the sentence off nice and easy. 3. And then the next word, because we've got a 4 under there, it's just a code for crotchet. And then we just finish it off with beats in a bar. I'll just drop that in. Beats in a bar. So you can see there 3/4 means 3 crotchet beats in a bar. Let's do it for 4/4. The top number just means 4, so we can simply write in 4. The bottom number, I think you're getting used to this now, is just a code number, which means crotchet, and then we finish off with beats in a bar. So if your music teacher asks you, what is the full meaning of 2/4? You can just say, it means 2 crotchet beats in a bar. The full meaning of 3/4 is 3 crotchet beats in a bar. And the full meaning of 4/4 is 4 crotchet beats in a bar. Okay, on to the next thing. If I write question 1, I'm going to write some music, and it's going to be in 2/4. Let's put the bar lines in, and let's put a double bar line at the end. That means the piece is finished. We know that 2/4 means 2 crotchet beats in a bar. So that means that this space here leading up to that bar line needs to have 2 beats in it. At the moment we've got a crotchet. A crotchet, as you might remember from the first lesson, is worth 1 beat. So would you be able to write underneath the asterisk 1 note, which would mean that this bar added up to 2 beats? That's your first challenge. Next bar. That's a minim. That already equals 2, so that bar is okay. Next bar. A crotchet followed by another crotchet. Well, that's 1 and that's 1, so they add up to 2. So we're in 2/4. That bar's okay. Last bar. I'm not going to write anything in that bar. So you've got to find 1 note to put there underneath that asterisk, which adds up to 2 beats. If you can do that, you have passed the first challenge. Next challenge. I'm going to write some music now. It's in 3/4, so there will be 3 crotchet beats in every bar. What note will we need there to make that bar add up to what it needs to add up to? How about in this bar? What do we need to make this bar add up to what it needs to add up to? I told you we'd be seeing this. There are 2 quavers written, one after the other and beamed together. Don't forget, that's a half and a half. So that little group there adds up to 1. We're going to need, underneath this asterisk, another note to make that bar add up to what the time signature says that it needs to add up to. Finally, that bar already adds up and we don't need to add any extra notes. Right, let's move on to question 3. Question 3 is written with that time signature.